Aliens, extraterrestrial, life forms outside of our planet is something everyone ponders. Is there any? We always imagine what our first interaction with them will be, and have created many movies on this basis, with most of them having violent results. One of the first alien movies was in 1902 with A Trip to the Moon, but extraterrestrial movies became a phenomenon in the 1950s. And like anything that becomes popular, parodies are made of it. One of those parodies was the game Destroy All Humans on the PS2 by THQ. How I miss you, THQ. But I will be playing it on the PS4. This game, as you could have guessed, is about an alien invasion on planet Earth by the Furons. Furons are an alien species who survive through cloning. Each time they clone someone, it degrades the cloning DNA and they need more. Their ancestors a long time ago visited the planet Earth and left their DNA inside of humans. So that means that aliens came and we fucked them. Pox decides to send Crypto-136 into Earth to collect DNA, but he is shot down and captured, creating a new clone, Crypto-137, who we play as, to go to Earth and continue the last clone's mission. Not a complex or interesting story, but it's there. The game is a third-person shooter where we complete missions to take control of the United States. Crypto has weapons and powers in his arsenal to conquer America. To start, you are given the Zap-O-Matic and an anal probe, which causes their brains to pop out. How does that work? It's like on the opposite side of the body, and it has to, anyways, it doesn't matter. Because there are 2 more weapons that you unlock later that are just better than these 2. The catch is that they require ammo, unlike the other 2 that recharge by themselves, and the ammo is scattered throughout the map. I used the weapons when I felt I had to, instead sticking to the more interesting psychic powers. On the top left of the screen there is a gauge that shows you how much psychic powers you can use that recharges by itself. You have PK or telekinesis, probably the most fun ability, which allows you to pick up objects and fling them away. Hypno allows you to control a human and makes them distract others, sleep, or do something that is mission specific. Extract lets you get DNA from dead humans. Not really useful and doesn't do much compared to the anal probe, which gets you more DNA. Holobob lets Crypto copy another human's appearance and walk around undetected throughout the map. While in the Holobob, your psychic bar will drain slowly and you can use the scan ability to keep it from depleting. Missions are divided into 2 divisions, stealth and action. Actions require the player to kill someone or destroy something, and stealth requires the player to use the Holobob power to not attract too much attention to complete the mission. Surprisingly, I thought the stealth missions were way more fun than the action ones. Moving around the map and staying away from certain enemies while using your powers to sneak or distract them to finish the mission. The game encourages the player to use the Holobob ability a lot, since walking out in public as Crypto draws a lot of attention. There is a wanted meter like on GTA on the top of the screen, and depending how much damage and attention one gets, the level goes up. The higher the level, the tougher the enemies. The game itself is not very hard. Missions are not difficult. All the enemies can be fooled by the Holobob, except for one that will turn you back to normal if you're within their field of vision for too long. As long as you avoid them, the mission will go smoothly. Especially when you can just psychic throw enemies in the skies and not alert anyone. The missions are long though. If you die close to the end of a mission, you have to start it all over. Save points, my beautiful crutches, where art thou? I said before that the story is not very interesting, but the game makes up for it in the dialogue. Crypto's and Pac's view of American lives and traditions are very comical. The best lines come from scanning people. On top of just gaining more psychic energy, scanning reads a person's mind, which gave me many chuckles throughout the game.
That special seasoning has succeeded beyond my wildest dreams. These people are now rabid paranoiacs and incredibly hostile to anyone who's different. And as an unexpected side benefit, 78% of them are now registering Republican.
Most of the people in this game are the bad stereotypes of people in the 1950s and America. so you don't feel too bad about killing them as you play. There's also a group on America's obsessions against communism, by referring to crypto and all of its actions as communist influences. Many more nods to the 1950s are made when people mention Elvis, Marilyn Monroe, and Nixon. The game does show its age in cutscenes with unnatural animation, causing many comedic bits to fall flat. When a mission is done, the game lets you explore the map freely, and the player can use this time to either do side missions or collect probes. Probes give you a little bit of DNA for collecting them, and side missions give you a good chunk of DNA. Although side missions are very generic, such as destroy this many buildings or a checkpoint race. They are only there to give you DNA, and it feels unsatisfying when completing them. DNA is our currency to level up our weapons, psychic attacks, and the saucer. The saucer has its own weapon that you can use during missions that consist of destroying vehicles and buildings. It also has a weapon that lets you do this. Come on. Classic alien joke. The saucer also has the same problems as the ground weapons when you unlock 2 more that are just better, and also has the same ammo issue. At the end of the game, you face off against the only 2 bosses in the game, one in the saucer and the other by foot. And these guys are the definition of bullet sponge, being able to take way too many hits. The fight drags on for way too long. After the fight, Crypto disguises himself as the president and is able to get every human's DNA in America, and a hint to the sequel being about the rest of the world. There isn't much you can do after beating the game. You can collect all the pros and unlock something. I don't know, I got bored collecting them. Or upgrade everything to mess around in different levels, which also gets boring pretty fast. I did unlock 2 movies from 1950s about aliens that you can watch in the game, which is pretty cool for the time this game came out. Nowadays, you can just watch them on YouTube. In the end, this is a good PS2 game. There's a reason as to why this is one of the few of the many PS2 games that you can buy on PSN. The game shows its age with how some cutscenes fall flat with line delivery, but there is a lot of charm and humor in the details. Shooting and combat is easy, but somehow overshadowed by the unexpected stealth aspects. It's a fun game, and I think it deserves a play, especially on a sale, how I did. Hey guys, I hope you enjoyed today's video on Destroy All Humans. As always, let me know what you think in the comments down below. And as always, my lovely patients, thank you so much for watching, and tune in next time.